shows things off.
That's for our radio. This is just for the fest.
Right.
We went out last night and we were at the Zombie Walk.
Yeah, how's that going?
Downtown. Also, pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of people showed up there and then we went. And I passed out the rest of them. Went to the comic book stores and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to. Which is just advertising, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you need to promote this stuff.
Oh yeah. No, we're trying to just.
Promotion. Jeez.
Last couple of years we got some sparse attendance. This year, last couple. Oh, we did have a. We would have started on a like a Friday or Saturday. We could have really been here Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So I figured Friday and Saturday were base nights, the closing nights. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, this one's playing. There's playing on indie.
This is my first.
This is our stream. That's what everybody else is seeing.
It just paused on us?
No, this one's gonna lag a little bit. This is what we see. This is what's really going on. This is the feed for others. We don't even have to pay attention. I can close it down if you want. I was just gonna leave it up so that we know what's going on.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're live here at the Unreal Film Fest.
Hey, everybody!
This is,
It's Alex Rudner!
and this is,
Wayne P. Craig! Did you forget your name?
yeah. So here we are, streaming live from the fest. There may be, what? I think we have like a 26-second delay.
We do.
I see it.
Yeah.
Gosh, we're expecting a lot here at the fest this year. Again, we have some great short films. We have great feature films. The feature film opening tonight is Reconnoiter. I can't wait for everybody to see this film. Like, I think it's not gonna just only do well at this fest, mini fest. I know it's in the Hyperdrive Fest. I think that's out in the UK. Here we are. I would expect many more fests to pick up this film. It's just. You're hard pressed to find a really good, in your face, challenging you science fiction film. You know, something that's not just eye candy and explosions and stuff like that. I mean, which that's good, but I like stuff that's good and dramatic and challenges you too.
Well, not only do we have some kick-ass movies playing tonight, we have some kick-ass guests for our first live podcast.
Yes.
We have some pretty interesting people for you, and hopefully they will be here in just a few seconds. But in the meantime, we'll tell you what's happening around us. We are just now getting started here at Unreal Film Fest. It's on Poplar Avenue, the longest, busiest, and most crowded street in the city of Memphis.
The road just keeps going, and like when it stops being Poplar, it becomes Highway 52.
It doesn't stop.
57, something like that. It just keeps going. It goes all the way to the coast.
So, I have an embarrassing confession for you. I've never been in the Evergreen Theater before.
Why?
I just haven't.
Yeah, there's a lot of, mostly stage plays here. A lot, but, you know, the mini screenings, they always do Rocky Horror here.
I'm usually
It's
at
great.
the theater on Cooper.
Yeah, Memphis, believe it or not, here in Memphis we have
a pretty great art community.
yeah,
Theater.
there's Evergreen Theater. There's
Not only do we have some kick-ass
the
movies,
new Halloran
we have
Theater
some
now.
kick-ass
There's
guests
the Theater
for
Works.
our
There's
first
Playhouse
live
on the
podcast,
Square.
the Orpheum.
Orpheum.
We have some pretty interesting
What am I
for
missing?
you.
I know there's more.
And hopefully they'll be here. So Memphis looks like kind of Germantown Theater, but that's Germantown. We'll tell you what's happening around
Yeah,
us.
they're like
We are just
we're
now
on
getting
the
started
edge of
here at
Memphis.
Unreal Film Fest. It's on
they belong to Memphis.
and we're edgy. Longest, busiest, and most crowded street in the city of Memphis.
We're keeping it real.
Oh yeah.
Keeps going.
What's our new slogan? Grit and grind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I mean, it started with our NBA basketball team, the Grizzlies. Grit and grind. the Grindhouse. I think that very much sums up this whole city.
Oh yeah, we grit and grind with any film project that's out here.
Yeah, I mean, we're blue collar. We're no less than blue collar. I mean, yeah, there's some ritzy people here and there, but even those folks, they got where they are by scratching, clawing, blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, that's pretty much us.
Yeah.
Grit and grind. So, what about movie news? You heard any cool movie news this week?
Actually, my husband and I are very excited to see this new claymation film called Hell and Back. It's got a very interesting voice cast. It's all claymation. It's about these two friends who need to get their friend's soul out of hell, and Satan has their friend. He's gonna torture him for all eternity, and this demon, voiced by Mila Kunis, is going to help them. And T.J. Miller's in it. It's got what's the other guy's name?
I give up.
God, I just blanked on it. But it's really interesting. I'm super excited about it. I love claymation films. I feel like that's a format that's not really being used much anymore because we've got CGI and everyone's cashing in on the Frozen cash cow right now, but I do love Frozen. Nobody ever forget that.
Yeah, their name escapes me, but the guys that they've always been doing Wallace and Gromit. Those guys, I love them, what they do as far as claymation. Of course, what was the movie? Last great film we had, I guess, overseas or everywhere, worldwide, was Chicken Run.
Are you serious?
Was it that claymation?
Yes, that was.
Yeah, I love that movie.
But that was ranked one of the greatest films.
It was to me. I ranked it high up there.
And you make fun of me for liking scary movies.
No, you don't like scary movies. That's the thing. You need to watch good horror movies. You need to watch anything done by Bastille and Maury over there in France.
For those of you that finally know what we look like, this is how I watch scary and horror movies.
Weak.
I'm a chicken, I admit it.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street. Have you seen that?
This is why, in my opinion, horror movies during the credits need blooper reels, so you can laugh when it's over.
Oh, I'm sure they do have them. Ours did. We had all kinds of blooper reels.
I would love to see that, in collector's editions. I would love to see the original Nightmare on Elm Street blooper reel.
Oh, I'm sure they were there. Just think about how many times they got it wrong, pulling Johnny Depp through that bed.
That was Johnny Depp in that. Oh my god.
Or maybe a blooper reel of what's her name, Amanda Wyss, that was in the body bag.
Amanda Weiss.
Yeah.
Weiss?
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce her name.
She has my respect either way.
A t-shirt like that. Where's mine?
Hi,
Oh,
Don.
hey, it's Donald Myers.
Where's my t-shirt?
Where is his shirt?
You gotta pass. I got this from Jim.
It's cool. That looks
Somebody
like
get Don a shirt.
Somebody get Don a shirt,
That
please.
looks like a $3 shirt right there.
$3. I would say this is a solid 12.
How's my daughter been?
Oh, how have you been?
My real daughter just left. I couldn't get her
Oh,
over
really?
here.
Oh, I would love to meet her.
I was hoping to get her over here, but she had to leave a little early, so.
Donald and I go way back because we did a music video together in, 2011?
Yes.
Yes, it was 2011. It was Deering and Down, Linda McCabe, and we shot that in a little church off of Alabama Street, and it was freezing cold the entire time.
It was the only film I ever made that I didn't die in.
Really?
First film I didn't die in. You didn't kill me, or I didn't get killed.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I do
No
that
blood,
a lot.
no guts.
I kill my friends in all my films.
But it was a lot of fun. And you were great.
Oh, thank you. So were you, Dad.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you're watching, Dad, this is my other dad. Hi,
Are we
Dad.
on? Are we on?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
on.
we
Yeah,
are
we're
on.
live. We're
You're
live.
recording. Your voice is picking up well.
Great.
Well, sir, you have a short film in the fest.
Yes,
Tell
I
us
do.
about it.
It's a 6-minute film. I guess you'd call it terror. It's not. Well, I'm not sure it's horror, but it's a terror-filled film. It's about an old man, an elderly man who very lonely, and He tries to connect to his family, which is all scattered all over the States, but they don't pay much attention to him, so he's by himself, and he has a decision to make. And it's the decision is whether to do away with his life, because he can't, face life by himself. But then something happens in the course of this thing, and he faces an entity that comes into his life that alters his decision.
What is this thing?
I can't tell you. You got to go see the film.
Don't give it away.
Don't give it away.
I read spoilers. I admit it.
It's kind of fun. I do film from 6 to 10 minutes long, and anything longer, I lose my train of attention. I just, So that's kind of my genre. Terror films, small films.
Yeah.
Fun films. I don't do anything more than 10 or 15 minutes.
But you know what? That's picking up. That is finally becoming like really mainstream, widely popular. I mean, the ABCs of Death films. I think every one of those was capped at 5 minutes. I think.
I just think they're fun. I think they're more challenging, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
To do a 5-minute film,
they can be.
because you have to take 2 hours or 3 hours of film and condense it into 5 minutes.
Yeah. You want your beginning, middle, and end right there.
Right. You still have the plot. You still have all the key points that you want to hit. And I don't have any budgets, really. I take my cast out to dinner, and that's about it. Helen Bowman, Diane Mullins, David Tankersley, Margaret Hibbets, people like that I put in my films. I don't put a lot of people in them. They're usually very simple, 2 or 3 actors, and that's about it. But I have a lot of fun with them. And this is my 13th Indie Film Fest that I'm at.
Cool.
So this film is also in the Indie Film Fest.
Yes.
So that's good. It's going to be fun.
These people have to know how prestigious you are, sir.
Prestigious?
Yes,
What's
prestigious.
That? I don't even know the name. I don't even know the meaning of that word.
Yeah, me
Fancy.
neither. I have no idea.
It means fancy.
I know.
Fancy?
Yes.
I'm not prestigious, but I consider you prestigious.
No, that last film you made was hilarious. Come on.
Yeah. Was it supposed to be hilarious? No, seriously though, you have a strong art design background.
Yeah, that's my other life. That's my other life.
Yeah. Just let us know. Let the world know.
Well, I don't know. I started out taking art classes at the Art Institute, and I went there for a couple of years after the Army. I went there in the GI Bill, and I picked up my paintings one day and walked into Playboy. I knew they were looking for some help, and Playboy was just probably about 6 or 7 years old, 59, 60, 61, something like that.
Yeah.
And I discovered that they just don't hire people off the street. You got to go to art school. You got to learn graphics, and I went back and learned the graphic arts, and learned how to design things. And when I walked in there, and I took a test, and I passed it, and they gave me my first job. I was a junior art director, and then I became a art director, and then a creative director, and I did features and assignments for Playboy, which is a lot of fun. I worked for the magazine in many capacities. I was a photographer's assistant. I was a roaming reporter with an art pad.
Yeah.
And my, I guess I could say this, one of my real favorite things that I did there was to be a cubicle mate of Shel Silverstein.
Oh.
Who was probably one of the best cartoonists in the world. He had a job with Hefner, and he would just roam all over the world. Hefner would give him an assignment, and he'd go off and come back with about 15 sketch pads of stuff, and he was our god, and I shared a cubicle with him. But Playboy started me off on a design path, and I guess that's kind of where I
Do you still draw now?
I still draw. I kind of busted up my hand on the motorcycle a while ago, 5 or 6 years ago, so I can't really clench or clutch a magic marker like I used to, but I still stumble around and do it.
Can you draw me like one of your cover girls?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, in those days,
or him,
or him.
Yeah, draw him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't.
But then I went from Playboy to Neil Burnett advertising. I became a madman, which is you've seen the series Mad Men.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I was like a.
You were the real thing.
Yeah, back then it was the real thing.
You were Don Draper.
There was no computers, no nothing. You just had to produce it with a sketch pad and had to convince the client that this is the concept, this is the creative strategy, it's right here, and you couldn't go to your computer and design a logo in 5 seconds. You had to draw it all out. So that was fun. It was really a lot of fun. Chicago was and still is a huge graphic arts center, and I loved it. I loved it a lot.
I want to see some of your work.
I have. That's just it. I've seen some of your work.
Okay.
Poster art,
Have you?
film poster art that you've started gradually letting people know. Hey,
Oh,
I
great.
designed this, or
Great. Yeah.
I did this artwork.
Well, from that point, I married, and we went to Little Rock and raised a family, and we divorced, and I ended up in Hollywood out there. My wife was a screenwriter, and she put me in a few little films, and I auditioned for some folks and took some acting courses and did some acting out there. But at the same time, I did my drawing. I kept up with my artwork, and I hired on as a creative director for Universal Studios. And I did storyboards, and I did poster art, and I did some storyboarding and poster work for Predator,
Yep.
which is
I
the
saw
Arnold
that one. I
Schwarzenegger.
was like,
yeah,
yes.
that was fun. And I kept up with it all these years. So, but Hollywood and California, it's kind of cyclical. The economy is kind of like a roller coaster out there. You know, one day you're up, and next day you're down. And some of the years were kind of tough on us. I think in '92, '93, it was. Nobody could really find a job out there. It was really bad. And so we left and came back to the South. My present wife is from the South, so we got situated in Memphis. I've been here for 23 years now. I love it. Memphis is great. It's a great indie film community.
Yeah, we're constantly growing. I see more progress all the time.
Yeah.
I'd say we're on the rise.
I mean,
so.
I've seen it go from being sort of cliquish, like, I guess, high schoolish,
Yeah.
to now everybody knows what's up, what the standards are, what's expected, and we really accept nothing less.
Yeah.
We're pushing each other.
Yeah.
Used to, I think when we started out around here, it was more competitive than anything. I think it was more competing, and now everything's flipped around. Everything's very cooperative. We're challenging each other.
It should be that way. It should
Yeah.
be
Oh, yeah.
cooperative. You know, I don't like these little factions of people and groups
Right,
that
yeah.
compete with each other. You never get anything done.
You can't
Exactly.
film with us.
We can? Well, I want to be in one of your horror movies.
I want to be in a horror movie.
Do you?
I was. No, wait a minute. I was.
Are you? Yeah, you were.
You did make me up, or you got me a big gash in the neck, and
Oh.
Christian Walker
Yes.
bit me in the neck. He
That's
became
right.
a
You ripped
vampire.
your neck off.
Ripped my neck off.
Yeah.
And,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Craigie, I want to be in the show.
no, but I think it was 2003 or 4. Morgan John Fox started out with a little film fest back there at the
Yes,
first Congo.
I love those. I miss those.
And I
Bring
went
them
to
back.
those. There was 10 or 15 or 20 of us that got together every week, and we made these short little funny films. And then I think Live from Memphis got involved with it,
Yeah.
and it became a bigger thing. And then they got some funding. And then Lynn Sittler got involved, and that thing got bigger and bigger until there were like 400 or 500 people at each showing.
Yeah.
And you had to make a 5-minute film about 3 or 4 times a year. Prizes were good. Competition was tough. It was
Yeah.
great. I loved it.
Different
So-
theme. What, every 3 months?
Different theme every 3 months. There was a prop that you would have to
Oh yeah, yeah. To incorporate a
into your
prop,
film, a certain
Keep-
theme that you would have to work out in your film.
a word.
A
I
word.
think sometimes.
Right. But I did 14 or 15 of those, you know, every year for about 13, 14 years.
What was the most memorable one?
So. Can I mention on the air? Your anus in the AM.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's when you were mocking Don Imus.
Don Imus,
Yes.
correct. Yeah. I got all kinds of feedback from people on that, like, holy mackerel, you're really going to show this? Your anus in the AM? But it was all about
Yeah.
free speech. You know,
Yeah.
the whole thing was, the theme for that particular film series was about free speech. And it was about,
Oh, that's right. Because I
Yeah.
did the one on the First Amendment.
you did the one in the First Amendment?
Yeah, with Chris Byerly,
Oh, yeah.
where he was he was nutty.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to be in a horror movie?
I do.
Why would I put you in a movie you'll never watch?
What?
I'm sure you would love to see me dead.
Put you in a horror movie and you'll never watch it.
Notice he didn't say no.
No, you did this. You guys did the zombie thing this weekend?
Zombie Walk.
Zombie Walk.
That was yesterday, actually.
Oh, it was so fun. It was so cold.
Was it fun?
Yeah. Hang on a minute. Maybe I got a picture.
Oh boy. The one that Jim took of us?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Put it up to the camera real quick.
Yeah. Can they see it?
See that, folks?
Let me see that. Can I take a look?
What mask are you wearing in that picture?
Oh my gosh! Is that you? I saw that online. I didn't know it was you.
Yeah, it's sort of a secret mask I have.
You got this weird.
Yeah.
I love that dress.
That's from the video game
I have an idea for that.
Housewife vs. Zombie.
You have a lot of blood there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
A.G. Howard just took a bucket and went to town on me.
Oh, that's better. See? Well,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you.
How'd you breathe in that thing?
It's got to cut away from my mouth. It's just sort of stitched up. I'm in
Well,
stitches.
That was so fun.
Dwayne, you're the go-to guy of special effects in town, right? The
I don't.
horror stuff and the.
Some of you guys like to say that, but
I don't know of anybody that's doing what you're doing that does
well,
it that
I mean,
well.
Maddie Singer's better than I am. I think I just.
He was the guy that worked on Revelations, didn't he?
Yeah,
Is that Maddie?
yeah,
that was Maddie. He did a great job.
Right.
Hi, Maddie.
Well, the stuff you come up with is amazing. He does all this prosthetic stuff, and things growing out of your neck and all kinds of, split faces.
That's my love of John Carpenter's The Thing.
Can you help me with the machine gun leg then?
You know what? I think we should try that.
We should try that.
We just gotta find whatever that leg is. It has to be sturdy and stable enough for you. So.
What's your next project? I'm interviewing you now.
Oh, great. My next project? I don't know. It depends on you people in Hollywood.
Okay.
I actually have a script going to AFM.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Really?
But again, it depends on you people in Hollywood.
Hopefully somebody out there from Hollywood's looking.
Hire him to be in it.
And me.
Hire me to do the
There's actually a role in the script for you.
For an old guy?
Mm-hmm.
A really cool
Really?
old guy. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's do it. I was in your first film.
You were.
Where are you?
Cruel.
That's why it was good.
Yeah. I think you cut me out most of it though.
No, what happened? No, what happened was your scene got. It was like the only tape that had screwed up footage on it, and we couldn't get back into that.
A likely story. Your scene just got screwed.
No.
In other words, I stunk.
No.
Not you, Dad.
No, thankfully we did save the better part of the scene, being the ending climactic. And if you watch that back, I'm spoiling it a little bit, but the axe being removed from your back.
The axe was right on the middle of my back.
I saw a picture of that.
Right in the middle of my back.
Yeah.
It was the first horror film I did here.
That was an amazing shot. I will probably never do a better shot than that in a film.
I know.
It was a complete optical illusion, and it looked like it really came out of your back.
Yeah,
but
I still feel it every time. That's why I'm hunched over.
I'm sorry.
I've got this arthritic pain in my back. No, that was really a fun film. That was really fun.
It was, and I again, like you, I'm sorry that all I could reward you with was pizza and Subway sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
But
I wrote you down. I got you there. My fee is right there. I didn't send it into you, but.
If I ever make it like extraordinarily big, we all do.
Yeah.
And everybody's seeing this now, so they can hold me to it too.
But you've written other things besides horror.
That's just it. That's what excites me about the script that's going out there. It's film noir. I love film noir.
Yeah.
I really do.
Right.
In the first script I wrote that got me attention in 2002 to get me working on other scripts and stuff, it was film noir. But I know you can't do the same conflicts that worked in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, so I pushed the envelope. I made it.
Can you?
Well, you probably could, but it's so hard to get people to sit down and watch something slow burn unless it's a short film.
I promise you, I would thoroughly enjoy those, especially if they kept the same dialogue style.
I
Oh,
love
yeah,
them. I
yeah,
love all
yeah.
the Robert Mitchum black and white movies. I watch on AMC, all the film noir stuff. Oh, I just loved all that stuff.
Jack Palance getting
Jack
his start.
Palance, you know. My daughter and I watched about 5 or 6 in a row this weekend.
Yeah, and they're still steadily releasing them on DVD. Like there's an old one that hadn't been released in forever. I think it was called Shack out on I-65 or something like that. And the whole thing took place, you know, had this person hostage in a shack.
Yeah.
I love those movies.
They're great. They're great. You learn a lot just by watching them, you know, when you...
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
You don't have to have extravagant eye candy and all that stuff going on.
No
2 hours
no
of special
CGI.
effects.
No
CGI at all.
They couldn't
you know.
even fathom that back
They
then.
had no idea what that was. And I'm kind of glad, too.
And again, from your day of really being the artist out there, like I think matte paintings are lost on people these days.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They
Yes.
really are.
Thank you.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
No.
It's not done. Not matte paintings.
And then like I guess more into the late '60s and the '70s. I was born in the '70s. Sorry.
Whippersnapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, whippersnapper.
Yeah. Like young,
I'm 409 years old, sir.
because you're a vampire.
Yep.
Great.
That's why I
Okay.
can't watch horror movies. I see my people get killed all the time.
Oh, well,
It's traumatic.
yeah. At least you can't see your reflection in the TV screen.
Are you kidding? I'm not
like,
looking.
but of the late '60s into the '70s, the Hammer horror films, and it wasn't just horror films. They did some noir stuff too, but
Yeah.
like where even the exteriors were shot on a studio set, you know. So again, matte paintings were used so much in the background, and
Yeah.
they would put up like a fake tree
Yeah.
or some styrofoam, you know, mountains and everything to give it that extra added dimension and depth to it.
There was a film that you might have seen, I'm sure you did. It's the original Thing.
Yeah, the thing from another
Yeah.
with
Thing
James
from Another
Arn.
World.
James Arness.
James Arness played the Carrot Man. He was
Yeah.
the Thing.
Yeah.
But if you look carefully, I watched that film probably 20 times. They did it on a soundstage, and you can actually see some of the seams in the background.
Yeah.
Live in a large cove or something, and you can see some of the way the seams come together. But that's what's so charming about that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they go off and find this creature in ice, and they cut him out of the ice and try to transport him back to this Quonset hut, and he eventually starts melting, you know, and he gets out of that area and he starts killing everybody. But
Yeah.
you watch the dialogue, you listen to the dialogue, and you watch the dialogue. That's the most incredible dialogue type film I've ever seen, because the dialogue just sort of overlaps each other. One person's talking, another person talks over you, another person talks over that person, and it's just it's an amazing thing. Watch it again if you can, or
Yeah.
rent it.
I will.
It's
I'll
amazing.
get it.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
I've
We'll
got
hit up
it.
Black Lodge after this.
Black Lodge needs to come back.
They do.
Where is
They
Black
had to-
Lodge going to?
Nobody
They have not reopened officially widely yet.
Oh,
but
I
when
thought it was missing.
Hey, Martin, what's good?
Yeah. Get on it.
Yeah. Keeping a real big secret about that.
Yeah, I noticed that. I haven't heard a thing about it, so we need to know where he's going to be, and we can rent some good old films.
Yeah. The oddly enough, I before I ever saw John Carpenter's remake of The Thing, I actually had the short story
The short
by
story.
John W. Campbell titled "Who Goes There."
That's it. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. That's
Oddly enough,
You're right.
they couldn't really even do what was in that story until John Carpenter did it,
Yeah.
because the old black and white film you would think would be more faithful to the work. No, they couldn't even do that kind of special effects yet.
No.
So, you know, the craziness that is in the Carpenter film is actually straight
I think
out of
the only craziness or only special effect they did in the original thing was when they cut the
Yeah.
monster's hand off.
Yeah.
You know, they did some weird thing, and then of course he grew the hand back.
Yeah.
He was like
Yeah.
a carrot. You know, he just
Yeah.
the hand sprouted again.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. I mean, it was just a delight to watch that film. I've seen it probably 20 times.
Yeah.
And there are parts of the dialogue that you can almost, you know, it's burned in your memory. It's so funny.
You can recall. It'll be there forever.
Good
Well,
stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Okay, we're about to bring on Joe Carolino, our second guest. Don,
Yeah.
thank you.
Good to see you guys.
Thank
you.
you for
Okay.
coming, Don. I
Yeah.
want to see you again
Okay.
real soon,
Yeah.
I
Dad.
want to get see some good films in here.
We'll have
Yes.
you on again. We should bring you on.
Oh,
we should bring you on for the regular podcast.
Oh,
that we're
that'd be
doing.
so fun.
When's that going to be?
Oh,
We usually shoot on Sundays during
Oh,
the day.
really?
It usually
Yeah.
depends on when we can book the
we'll
room.
put
at
them out
Republic.
every other
So,
Wednesday.
how can I see this? Is this going to be?
We're live right now.
I know, but
So,
I get back on some
Yeah,
websites.
yeah, we'll get playback.
Okay.
We'll like to put it on the Facebook page.
See you guys.
It'll be on Twitch TV
Twitch TV. Cool.
and Real Radio.
See you guys. Bye.
Hi, Dad. That was Donald Meyers.
Living legend.
And now for our next guest. Bum, bum, bum.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
I don't know. I was really drunk, came in off the street. I have no idea where I am.
That's like most of our patrons.
You're in the forbidden zone.
My bad. My name is Joe Carolino. I am Spartan.
I Am Spartan is showing in this year's Unreal Film Festival. I think it actually fits into sort of a dark noir, slightly fable realm, if you would. It's just me. I think it fits.
That's a pretty accurate statement. Yeah. I mean, we try to adhere as close as possible to like the general action genre standards, but we definitely threw a couple loops your way.
It's in there. So, okay, don't give away the whole thing, but synopsis. Give us a rundown.
So, once upon a time, there is a young man named Spartan, and he discovers that he's actually a giant octopus. And pirates and ninjas are waging war in America. And they suddenly realize that they have to unite against the alien threat with the Terminators.
And now no one will ever see that movie.
Or everyone would want to see that movie. That's just amazing. Come on.
It'll be on Sci-Fi Channel.
It's Attack the Block meets Sharktopus.
Hey, that's great, though. I like Attack the Block. And Sharktopus is actually one of the more unique, original monsters I've seen. It is. That thing's ferocious. It's better than the...
That is terrifying.
what was the other thing? Wolf Shark?
Sharknado?
No.
I'm down for Sharknado 4. Let's do it. Crossover.
That's true. We could do that. We're all going to be in Sharknado 4. You heard it here first.
Yes.
Cast us. Just do it. Don't even think about it.
To legitimately answer your question, so there's a young man whose name is actually never spoken the entire movie, but yeah, he comes back from war. He has lost everyone that's close to him. His entire unit has been wiped out, and when he gets back, he discovers that his girlfriend has been killed in a really tragic mugging. And in a state of depression, he decides to take his own life. And without spoiling anything, that doesn't work out. And everything from there on is him trying to kind of find redemption for everything that he had done during the war. And in a state of depression, a lot of fighting afterwards.
A lot of vengeance.
That's a haunting synopsis.
And everything from there on is him trying to... I swear, we're super lighthearted. That's not true. Everything that he had done.
Okay.
Not true at all.
Joe's skirting around the main subject here. Joe is a professional, and I mean professional
Heartbreaker.
Jesus.
fight choreographer.
I swear, we're super lighthearted.
Every fight in this film
Not true at all.
is because of this guy. Joe's skirting why it looks so accurate, is a professional, and awesome. And I mean
Appreciate it.
professional
Heartbreaker.
Yeah, don't be humble. I mean, seriously, tell us. Fight choreographer. Give us details.
Yes.
Where have you been this year? Just doing fight choreography.
Do a demo.
Where have I been?
On her.
Well, yeah, right.
On him.
Where have I been this year? So my business has taken me from everywhere, from Atlanta to Louisiana to North Carolina most recently during a training seminar with the National Society Society of American Fight Directors for the National Stage Combat Workshop in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Atlanta to Louisiana. It's been a long road, but I'm really happy to finally have a movie out. Society of American Fight Directors for the National Stage Combat Workshop.
Any bigger stuff, or you got the NDA thing going? You can't show like other film credits.
Yeah. As far as yeah. So most recently, NDA does apply, but I can tease. This summer I did do some stunt work on a certain TNT, I guess, dramatic action series. I don't really know how to say that too much beyond that without giving anything away, but I can't actually say what I did.
Okay.
Cool. So the next time we want to know the definition of vague, we will ask Joe for credits.
Or if we want to be horribly emotionally devastated.
Yes.
Is this guy?
If you would like me to cheer you up,
Please do.
The sequel to Spartan is about a young man whose name is Banana, and he discovers that he's not welcome in the world of cheeseburgers. Because bananas and cheeseburgers, that's weird, guys. Come on. But feeling super left out, he discovers that there's also this thing as peanut butter. So he goes to the city of Memphis and hangs out with Elvis Presley and his peanut butter.
I really want this to actually be a fun music.
Elvis is totally going to eat this banana.
Oh, we gotta fish the dog. Hey, dog!
Can I do a small script rewrite on that?
I really want
yeah, of course.
His name's Banana. He's totally going to eat. What if he's searching for a hammock?
We gotta fish the dog.
Yeah, I approve of this.
Okay. Yes. If you don't know what that is, can I do a small don't look it up on Google. Just ask somebody first.
Is that gonna be the unrated version?
It's bad.
Well, you have to look it up on YouTube first.
Director's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I approve of this.
Let's see. What else can we ask? Don't look it up on Google.
Oh,
weapons. What weapons are you trained with specifically?
So, there's the Society of American Fight Directors. We have what's called the 8. 8 weapons that you have to certify with in order to reach advanced levels. Everybody starts with unarmed. Because, come on.
Yes.
Everybody uses that. So, with us being a primarily stage-based organization, we end up doing a lot of Shakespearean combat. So, broadsword or longsword, depending on who you are, and rapier dagger. Those are the primary 3. Once we start getting into more advanced weapons, there's small sword and single sword being the very piratey sort of combat, swashbuckle. Sword and shield, which is one of my personal favorites, and quarterstaff and knife. Once we start getting into more and technically we also certify with theatrical firearms.
Yeah, I know, because you were very adamant about a few big name films of last year, like that guy's totally not holding a gun right. I don't like this movie anymore. Like, forget the plot and the action, the thrilling nature of it, and the roller coaster ride. The guy didn't hold the gun right. Joe hates it.
It's a pet peeve of mine.
I don't
but
like
yes.
it like this anymore.
Anyway, I mean, sometimes they'll hold it like that. What?
The thrilling nature of it.
Yes, a little bit. No, I mean, it's really simple things that irk me. On stage, there's this term that we coin.
Go for it.
There's this term that one of our fight masters has coined called muzzle fucking. And as far as general safety principles go, you never muzzle fuck the audience with your gun. Whether it's a blank firing or not, it's just a really inappropriate thing to do. So when I see that on a stage, that's one of those things like, do not muzzle fuck me, sir! Never muzzle fuck the audience with your gun. Whether it's a blank firing or not,
okay. A more inside question here, or not inside.
Do not
Everybody's
muzzle
seen
fuck
Raid
me,
films.
sir!
If you haven't, you fail.
I agree.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. Great. How good was that knife fight at the end of the Raid 2?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that at all. Like,
I mean, yeah, there were some practical
Okay.
moments that were like, why did you do that?
How good
But,
was that knife fight at
when I was in my infancy, as far as my career goes, I was a very technical guy, but as time has progressed, I start to focus more on the acting, and the intensity. So I've toned down a lot since last year. I was like, oh man, fuck that movie because he held the gun wrong. No, it's more just fuck that movie because he held the gun wrong, but at least he acted properly, maybe-ish, kind of. And the intensity. So I've toned down a lot.
Any other
since
pet
last
peeves?
year. Oh, plenty. I really don't like it when my roommate leaves the peanut butter out. Fuck that. It's really annoying. He held the gun wrong, but at least he acted properly.
Are you really the banana?
Kind of. I ask myself that question every single day, but I am Spartan.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Plenty.
you got me
really
there.
don't like it when, my
I
roommate
knew
leaves
the
peanut
answer.
butter out.
You pulled a twist like M. Night Shyamalan.
Whoa! Come on now, come on. I'd like to think I'm a little bit better than M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, no, I'm just saying I should have seen that one coming. And you got me. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you got me there. So bad.
This guy, I don't know if you've been hearing the podcast, but
Whoa! Come on now, come on. I'd like to think I'm a little bit better than M. Night Shyamalan. I
would
would
agree.
agree. It's
I'm just
significantly
saying.
better. Like we saw it together.
Yes.
Doing it now. Yeah, like the Visit is significantly better than anything he's come out with in the past.
this guy, I don't know if you've been hearing the podcast, but
Well,
It's up to you, man.
he didn't direct Devil. I really love that.
It's significant. Like
He
we
wrote
saw
it,
together.
but I have to think
Yeah, like,
that with him being a
the
producer,
Visit
he was
is
probably
better than
pulling the Spielberg stuff behind the scenes. No, we should really do this. Well, he probably guided him along a little bit on that. He didn't direct Devil. It's all of those, and he said he had a lot of these really, I guess, contained horror stories just laying around. But he wanted to do all these other movies, I guess, for his kids. Lady in the Water was sort of a fable. The Village was sort of scaled back. Sort of.
I don't know if I would call The Village like for kids though.
Well, it wasn't. I guess it wasn't so. I don't know. In your face, it wasn't as.
It wasn't like terrifying.
Yeah.
Like that was all mostly suspense. If anything.
Yeah.
Like for kids though, for age range.
I like Shyamalan. Sorry. God. I guess it wasn't so.
Well, we'll just see how he does on the next Avatar movie.
Stop.
It wasn't like terrifying.
No.
Yeah.
No, like that was
No.
all. That was all mostly suspense. If anything.
Did you see the first one?
Yes, I did.
No.
Yeah, I haven't forgiven him.
Yeah. Never again.
Are you a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
To be honest, no. But I saw that movie and it was terrible. Stop. I don't watch anime.
It's
Sorry.
not anime though.
No.
It's an
Sorry.
American cartoon. It just has anime
I don't.
style inspirations.
I'm not a big fan of cartoons.
Oh my god, you know what? Render out. Fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
To be honest, no. But I saw. What's up, Dwayne? It's just you and me now.
All right.
It's not anime
Pro
though.
show.
It's an American cartoon. It just has anime style
Yes.
inspirations.
Yes.
Oh my God, you
We're
know
starting
what?
our own thing now. Go away.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, bye.
What's up, Dwayne? It's just you and me now.
Well, we're about to get out of here for now. We got some films to go help screen. Get to everybody else around here.
Yes.
We will be back live
Yes. We're
Wednesday
starting our own thing now.
evening.
Go away.
Same time,
Okay,
same
bye.
bat, Twitch, TV.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Say it with goose.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if I could say it. I don't want to get sued by Batfleck.
Copyright Batman.
I'm Batman.
Bat, Twitch.
That's not true.
Same
Joker.
bat time, same bat channel. Say it with goose.
Okay. But I'm not the real Joker. I'm like the third Joker removed.
You've not met Chris Jowers, have you? Copyright.
Yeah.
He's met him. Oh yeah.
Before we go, I just wanted to point out the first time I do this like every time I see you.
Oh boy.
The first time that this girl and I met, we were doing music videos and dancing
You've not met Chris
the
Jowers.
swing.
Copyright.
Yes, two in a row actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun down there. I do this like every time I see you.
How long ago was
The
that
first
one?
time that this girl and I met, we were doing 5 years.
Yes, and
maybe 6.
It was the hottest night that summer, and the AC was broken. Everybody was just sweating
Genuinely the worst. That
bullets.
was genuinely the worst. But it was so fun, and now we're on a music video.
Oh, yeah. was that one? What's
Are we gonna make a
that?
music video?
Dancing with the Stars.
Yes,
Maybe 6.
It was
Get 'em.
the hottest
There you
night
go.
that summer, and the AC was broken. Everybody was just sweating.
Yep.
Like in Carlton, like nobody's business.
Oh, do it. Do it.
We're on a music video.
Come on, somebody do.
Are we gonna make a music
I
video?
don't
Sing some
know.
Tom Jones for me.
Dancing with the stars. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It's not
Like Carlton, like,
unusual
let's
to
have
be
fun with anyone.
I
He's
hate my
got it,
voice.
too.
All right, we're out of here, guys.
Tom
We'll see
Jones
you
for me.
next time.
Bye-bye.
Wednesday night.